There are moments in life when silence can speak volumes, but there are also critical situations where silence is not an option. These are the moments that demand our voice, our presence, and our courage. And as we walk through life, it's essential to understand that there are 5 situations where you should never be silent. These are the times when standing up for yourself, for others, and for what's right becomes the most important thing you can do. First, you should never be silent when you witness injustice. Injustice is like a dark shadow that looms over us, and if we choose to remain silent, we allow that shadow to grow. No one can afford to be silent when someone is being wronged, whether it's in the workplace, in your community, or even in your own home. The moment you witness unfairness, speak up. Your voice has the power to shed light on what is wrong, to challenge the status quo, and to stand for what is just. Every time you stay silent, you contribute to the problem. But when you speak, you contribute to the solution. Second, you should never be silent when it comes to standing up for others. It's easy to focus on our own lives, to prioritize our own struggles, and to ignore the suffering of others. But the true measure of our humanity lies in how we treat those who are most vulnerable. When you see someone being mistreated, when you hear words that tear down others, you cannot sit back and remain quiet. You have a duty to speak up, even if it feels uncomfortable. Even if you risk losing something by standing up, the reward is always greater. By lifting others up, you elevate yourself and the world around you. It's not just about doing what's right for yourself, it's about doing what's right for others. Third, you should never be silent in the face of your own dreams and aspirations. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when people around you question your vision, when you feel like the weight of the world is pushing you to quit. But it's precisely in these moments that you must refuse to be silent. Your dreams are the fire that drives you. Don't let anyone or anything extinguish that fire. Speak about your goals, take action toward them, and make your dreams a reality. You must declare to the world that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you will stop at nothing to achieve what you set out to do. Silence in the face of your own aspirations is defeat, and we are not built to lose. Fourth, you should never be silent when you know something is wrong within yourself. Self-reflection and personal growth are critical. And there are times when you have to confront the harsh truths about who you are. But growth doesn't happen when you are silent in the face of your own flaws. It happens when you acknowledge them, confront them, and make a commitment to change. Silence here isn't wisdom, it's avoidance. You have to speak to yourself and say, I know I can do better. I will work on this. True growth comes from being honest with yourself and committing to improvement. Don't silence your own self-awareness. Embrace it, because that's where real transformation begins. Fifth, you should never be silent when you see someone giving up on life. We live in a world that can sometimes feel overwhelming, and it's easy to forget the power of a kind word, a listening ear, or a word of encouragement. When you see someone on the edge, ready to quit, ready to give up on their journey, you must speak up. Offer your support, offer your words of strength, and remind them that they are not alone. A moment of silence in the face of someone's despair could be the difference between their defeat and their victory. When you speak life into others, you breathe life into your own soul as well. The truth is, silence can be powerful, but only when it's chosen intentionally. In the situations I've outlined, silence is not a choice, it's a missed opportunity to change the world, to change someone's life, or even to change your own. Every day we are presented with opportunities to use our voices. Every day we are called to stand up for what's right, to defend those who can't defend themselves, to pursue our dreams, to face our own flaws, and to uplift others when they're struggling. Life doesn't wait for us to be ready. It challenges us to rise up in these moments. You have the ability to make a difference in every situation where silence is not an option. And in doing so, you will not only change the world around you, but also change yourself. You will grow stronger, more resilient, and more connected to the people in the world that need you. So never let silence be your answer when your voice is what's needed. Speak with courage, speak with conviction, and speak with love. The world is waiting for your voice, and you must not keep it silent. When you remain silent in these moments, you not only rob the world of your voice, but you also deny yourself the power to make a real impact. It's easy to be afraid of rejection, afraid of conflict, afraid of being misunderstood. But the greatest things in life never come without a challenge. True change, whether in the world or in your own life, begins when you decide to speak up. When you step into those uncomfortable spaces, when you embrace your voice in the face of adversity, you pave the way for the future you want to see. You can either remain silent and watch the world pass by, or you can speak up and be the catalyst for the change you believe in. Many people go through life quietly accepting the status quo, not realizing that their voice is one of the most powerful tools they possess. People who have changed the world, whether in history, in their communities, or in their personal lives, didn't do so by sitting back and being silent. They acted with conviction, with purpose, and with passion. They refused to stay quiet when something important was at stake. That's the example you must follow. The power to change is within you, but it requires you to speak up when silence is not an option. In the face of adversity, your voice becomes a weapon. It's a weapon against fear, against injustice, and against any force that tries to keep you down. In the times when everything seems uncertain, when it feels like your voice will be drowned out by the noise around you, remember that it's your voice that can rise above the rest. Don't let the world intimidate you into silence. Be bold. Be fearless. Let your words be the armor that protects you and the light that guides others. Sometimes you will face criticism for speaking up. People will doubt you, question your intentions, and even try to silence you. But that's when you must stand your ground even more firmly. Understand that when you speak the truth, when you defend what is right, when you uplift those who are down, you will face resistance. It's inevitable. But resistance is a sign that you're making a difference. If you were not challenging something, you wouldn't face opposition. So take that resistance as a sign that you're on the right path. There are those who would rather see you shrink back into silence, to stay in the shadows where it feels safer. But remember, greatness isn't born in comfort. Greatness is born when you step out of that comfort zone and dare to speak up, even when it's hard. When you stand firm in your beliefs and refuse to let fear control your actions, you tap into something greater than yourself. You tap into the potential to make a lasting impact. In your personal relationships, whether with family, friends, or partners, your voice is crucial. You should never be silent when you feel your boundaries are being crossed, when you feel disrespected, or when you feel unloved. Your voice is your power. And if you don't use it to speak up for your needs, you risk losing a sense of yourself. Don't let fear of conflict prevent you from communicating your feelings. True love, respect, and understanding only thrive when both people are willing to openly share their hearts and voices. Moreover, your silence in the face of conflict often only allows the problem to fester and grow. Whether it's a disagreement with someone close to you or a challenge you're facing in life, addressing it head-on with honesty and openness can lead to resolution and healing. Silence can be a temporary comfort, but it will never be the long-term solution. The truth, no matter how difficult, is always better than living in the shadow of what remains unspoken. In every circumstance, whether personal or professional, you must realize that your voice is a tool that can shape the future. Silence only maintains the status quo. Your voice, however, has the power to shift perspectives, to bring attention to what's needed, and to challenge what's wrong. Don't allow yourself to be a passive observer in life. You were not born to sit on the sidelines and watch. You were born to play an active role in shaping the world around you. You were born to speak up, to be heard, and to make a difference. There are moments in life when the cost of silence is too great to ignore. When you stay silent, you rob yourself of the opportunity to be heard, to assert your worth, and to stand in your power. Every time you choose silence when you should speak up, you diminish your voice, your confidence, and your ability to affect change. It's important to recognize that your voice is not just for you, it's a gift to the world. You have a responsibility to use it for the greater good. You will be challenged throughout your life. People will try to silence you, discourage you, or make you believe that your voice doesn't matter. But you must understand that this is the test. This is the moment when you either choose to back down or you choose to rise up. It's the decision that will determine whether you live a life of complacency or one of purpose and action. The times when silence seems easiest are often the times when it's most dangerous. It's in those quiet moments when you're tempted to remain passive, when you're tempted to let others walk over you, that you must instead summon the strength to speak up. Speaking up is not about being loud or aggressive, it's about being confident in your truth. It's about standing firm in your belief that what you have to say matters. You have a unique voice that no one else in this world possesses. Your perspective, your experience, your wisdom, it's all valuable. The world needs to hear it. When you speak, you create ripples that can spread far beyond what you imagine. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from sharing what you know and what you believe in. Let your voice be the one that inspires others, that sparks change, and that builds the world you want to live in. Remember, silence may be a temporary refuge, but it will never bring the fulfillment that speaking your truth can provide. When you decide to use your voice, you not only change your own life, but the lives of those around you. You become a force for good in the world. And that, my friends, is a legacy worth building. So speak up. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The time is now.